Australia's big supermarkets are on notice after the coalition revealed their own policy to address price gouging at the checkout. The plan is similar to Labor's recently announced changes to the Food and Grocery Code, with the key exception being controversial powers to break up the supermarkets if they misbehave. The big stick approach now has the backing of the opposition and the Greens, but not the government. Joining us now, Nationals leader David Littleproud. Morning to you. You've been campaigning on this for some time. How would these proposed break-up laws help consumers at the checkout?
Well, they're just a big deterrent to the supermarkets to make sure there's transparency and fairness from the farm gate to your plate. And we've seen evidence that you and I've spoken about before, Nat, where we saw cattle and sheep prices drop by 60 to 70% at the farm gate. Yet at the checkout, they only dropped by about 8%. So someone was cleaning up, and it was the supermarkets. So what we need to do is make sure that we work within what we've already got in existing frameworks of codes of conduct and competition policy, but we've got to lift the penalties. And the government isn't giving a deterrent to the supermarkets. It's just business as usual for them. Their biggest penalty for an infringement is $187,800. They'd pull that out of the till, one of their tills in Sydney, to pay for that. That's just the cost of doing business. We're saying it should go up to $2 million and then go up to 10 plus or 10% of their turnover, and then a break glass is divestiture, which a court would have to arbitrate on, not politicians, but the ACCC would have to take it to a court. A court would then say, yes, there are certain stores that would have to be sold, but they could only do that if there's no job losses, so someone else would have to come in and take up that market, and those jobs would have to be protected. So we put sensible safeguards in place as well to protect all the way through the supply chain, as well as the employees of the supermarkets as well.
So are you saying this divestiture, the breakup of the supermarkets, if they don't do the right thing, is really just a warning and you don't mean it?
Well, divestiture powers we already have in this country. They're used as a last resort in the most egregious cases where companies have used their market power. And our supermarkets have a lot of power because they control 74% of the grocery market, the big three.
So if they're already in place, what are you talking about?
Well, the penalty's bigger. There's no deterrent. The government at best is going to slap them on the wrist with $187,000. I mean, they can pull that out of any one of their tills to pay for that. You've got to have something that keeps them in check. And we're also introducing a supermarkets commissioner, which will be able to give free independent arbitration between our farmers and suppliers with the supermarkets, or go directly to the ACCC, who then can investigate. This is just another measure that'll make sure that they're kept in check and that consumers can have confidence that there is nobody that's taking advantage of them or the farmer that's supplying their fresh produce.
Yep, they just want their bag of groceries to be cheaper. So we'll check back in a few months and see if it is. Thank you very much.